Hey, I appreciate you watching Mondays with Mike. It's New Year's Day 2024. So if you're watching this, then 2023 is in the books, finished, over, done. In our economy, we kind of keep track of year to year, and we kind of consider it a start and a finish line. I'm at the finish line at Elon University's track, just to kind of illustrate today. I've never run a marathon, but I have watched a lot of marathons, and the finish, over 30,000 people participate in the Boston Marathon each year. And there's big fanfare with the guy that finishes first. And then when the 10,000th person comes through, really only their friends and family are paying attention. But then I have also noticed another person that gets a lot of attention, and it's the guy who finishes last. And in reality, the guy who finished first and the guy who finished last, they went the exact same amount, the exact same distance. Now, based on their training, their abilities, and all those various factors, it took them totally different amounts of time and energy and effort. And if you ever watch the last guy across the finish line, it's not pretty. I mean, he's exhausted, he's wore out, he's beat up. So I don't know about 2023 for you. You might have sprinted across the finish line like, woohoo! Or it could have been one where I just barely made it through. And at New Year's Eve of 2023, you're like, oh man, I'm exhausted and tired and wore out. But either way, you finished the year. And in God's economy, he measures totally differently than we do. And he just says, man, I just want you to finish not somebody else's race. I don't want you to finish in comparison with anybody else, but I just want you to finish the race that I put you in. And so New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, they're not finish lines in Jesus's economy. They're not the finish line. The finish line is when we step into his presence. At the Bema Seat of Christ, we'll be evaluated for the entirety of our lives and whether we finished the race, not the mile marker, not each year's mile marker, but that we finished the race that he entered us in. He wants you to finish well. So in 2024, don't see 2023 as like the finish of one thing and the start of something else, but it's just another step. It's just another day. It's just another opportunity for you to get up and finish what he's given you to do. We all need that encouragement. I get distracted. I can look back and go, last year was this and the coming year's that. We don't make New Year's resolutions. You know that about the Mitcheners. We don't make New Year's resolutions, but we do evaluate where we've been and where we're going. And we do make adjustments so that we can hear at the Bema Seat of Christ. Well done, Mike. Woo! Thanks for finishing the race. I hope you realize that no matter what 2023 was for you, whether it was a walk in the park or grueling, that it's just one mile marker along the race that God has placed you in. Finish the race. I hope you have a great 2024. I hope that it's just a walk in the park. But if you're still in a grueling time of life, just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and eventually God will celebrate that you crossed the finish line. I appreciate you watching Mondays with Mike, and never ever forget, you're greatly loved.